Am I the only one disappointed that we did not get any more fapping from the prisoner guy? I mean, when you think about it, he fapped in front of one woman that could see what he was doing. So I would think that since he sees all these women in this crowd, I mean, granted there are children and men too, but still, he doesn't seem to care about the differences between men and women. So I would think that he would have had a field day, especially since they can't run away and call him a parasite now. But the beginning was kind of anticlimactic, especially since we were on that cliffhanger from the last episode of just how serious this guy's face got and how nervous Shinichi was. But all he says was, I thought I saw something, but I guess I was wrong. I mean, that's good for Shinichi, I suppose, because he isn't going to get dissected and shit now. But still, I just thought that we were going to get a little bit more out of that scene. Although his words did pique the interest of this detective that will just not get off of Shinichi's dick already. And it's good to know that Mirano and Shinichi are back on the right track. It just goes to show you kids, if you ever want to get back with your ex, all you have to do is almost be killed in a police shootout, hold a baby, and cry. This episode was, in my eyes, a setup episode for some epicness that's going to happen next. And of course the mayor's like, oh yeah, women and children first. So I'm guessing he was hoping that another parasite would get caught before he went out there, and maybe that will give him enough time to escape unnoticed or something. But that is a pretty brilliant idea, but the mayor really should have gone first. That probably would have solved a lot of problems that's going to happen within the next few episodes. And I'm so sad that we only have 5 or 6 more episodes of this awesome anime left. We get this explanation of how this guy can sense these monsters in other people. He says he has an animal instinct based on his killing history, basically. So he killed so many people that it became like an instinct, and he developed like how animals can sense danger. That's basically the gist of it, and I was expecting more of an in-depth thing besides him just killing people and turning into an animal himself, basically. But I really did enjoy the scene where he says, this is all these parasites do? Shit, I do this all the time, and I clean up after myself. But I know this killer, he has killed many people. He was the guy in the very first episode that stabbed that woman, and he seems to have done many, many fucked up things. But I just cannot help to like his character for some reason. Does that make me a bad guy? But this detective has to be desperate to resort to using a convicted murderer and a high school student to help with this kind of stuff. Although granted, Shinichi has been around many parasites and this killer can supposedly sense monsters and whatnot, but whatever happened to the hair thing? Why don't they just make it a thing where whenever you walk into a store, or like everyone in the city has to pull their hair out or some shit like that? What happened to that? But honestly, my favorite part of this episode had to be the speech by Mirano when she says that we're just trying to forget about this bullshit, yo. Why do you keep messing with my hubby? And I love how she said we're trying to stay on the right path, but as soon as we step off track, there's blood everywhere. And Shinichi should have been the one to say that, because that applies directly to his life and circumstance when you really think about it. I really enjoyed the symbolism in that statement, and like I said, it really does hold true to Shinichi's. I mean, when you think about it, no other person in this entire anime has been through as much as Shinichi so far anyway. Something else that I forgot to mention in my last review, Ryoko, rest in peace by the way, she turned more human than Migi, and that's very interesting considering Migi is attached to an actual human, whereas Ryoko, she's only had contact with a baby. So like I said before, that just really shows how strong a mother's love really is, that it can just break the boundary of two different species like that. But they found themselves a parasite at the end, and she seems like she's going to be the distraction to either let Gato or the mayor guy get away. I mean, she's nameless. I don't think we've seen her before, so I think that's what her purpose is, and that was really, really sneaky of that fucking mayor to send the children and women and stuff out first. But anyway, tell me what you guys thought about this episode. What do you think is going to happen next episode? Some shit is about to go down. And how I see things going, that parasite chick may endanger the detective, the killer, or whatnot, and Shinichi may have to end up showing Migi or protecting them in some way. Like he does something so badass that the detective says that you can't be human, dog. I was right about there's something going on with you, man. So I'm pretty sure Shinichi's going to show us something epic next episode, hopefully, because I kind of want him to be discovered by that detective guy, because he doesn't seem like the kind of guy that would just sell him out and like do experiments on him and shit. He just seems like he wants humanity to be saved, and I think he would be one of the ones that would hear Shinichi out without judging him and stuff. But tell me what you guys think. Anyway, this has been jbDAuchiha. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'm out.